And this is Sandy driving the Grand T. Are you nervous?
No, I trust this truck.
It's the first time she's ever driven a 38-foot RV.
The backing up will be the experience to watch.
And we will make sure we get all that on camera. Going to run the show here as far as setting everything up for our next RV trip. And Richie's doing his normal, lifting up the stabilizers. On Monday, today is Thursday, I had hand surgery on 2 fingers, and it's they say 2 to 4 weeks I'll be out, so I cannot do anything with my right hand. So now I have Sandy and Richie loading up the back of the truck with all the supports. It's the first time that I can watch without getting in trouble. Keep going all the way. She's crooked, Richie. She's crooked.
Have to go all the way down?
Nope, I think you're good there, but just put it in an angle. Put that in an angle in case we do need to disconnect it, because when the weight is on it,
What do you mean?
pull it at an angle towards you, towards
What?
down.
This?
Right there, yeah. So what we need to do is get that spray can side there. There you go, and on top of this.
This on top?
All the way around, yeah. Boy, you so cheap.
You'll do great, Mom. Yeah. Yeah.
Which way should I go? Right?
Left.
Left? Went right easy.
Yeah, why wouldn't you go right?
To go around?
If you want, you can go right.
Are you going to get too busy of traffic?
I don't know why you're asking me this.
I should go right.
I don't care.
Because you've never made it left.
Always look to your right over here in this window so you're not hitting the stop sign.
I know, I see it on the bottom.
How does it feel driving in the RV for the first time ever?
I don't even know what's behind me.
Okay. You will know what's behind you when you start swerving and slowing down a little bit, so just go easy. So do you have any questions?
Not yet. Not until I get to the turnaround. And then you just gotta keep your...
You may have noticed that I'm in the passenger seat. Look who's driving.
And look who's recording.
And look what's behind us. Right there. Not her. The other her. Put your brakes. Stay in the right lane. As close to that curb as you can go. Nope, as close to the curb as you can go. There you go. Good. Now you should be taking up like most of those lanes, right?
Yep, I can see it.
Okay, good.
You're
Look, you got another
right.
RV behind you.
Yeah.
There you go. Now slower.
People know that you're
Slower.
Because I have a light lax.
You did great for the first time of your turn.
Well, how can you might be seeing the right lane, which I would do, but
Slow.
it's just when I look right and your camera's right there. And I
Oh, and that's nice. Yeah, there we go.
Check myself.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. So the place we are going to is Algonac State Park. Algonac or Algonac? Algonac State.
I always say Algonac, but I think alligator.
Okay, like alligator, but it's Algonac State Park in Michigan. It's on the water. There's two sections. One's the wagon wheel, which is the back of the RV place, and one is the front, which is almost all of them are like on the waterfront, across the street from the waterfront. But it's pretty cool. And this is Sandy driving the Grand T. Are you nervous?
No, I trust this truck.
It's the first time she's ever driven a 38-foot RV.
The backing up will be a bit of experience to watch.
And we will make sure we get all that on camera. Babe. You're good. Last year we ended up going to our site, backing up, and saying, "Where's the water?" We had to actually pull out.
Did we do that?
Yeah, we did. We actually had to pull out, come over here at 8 o'clock at night and fill up with all the mosquitoes and everything. So this time we are actually power filling. So Richie put the filter on, and we're power filling. When this tank fills up, it should be water coming out of that blue pipe right there, which is an overfill. So if you overfill it, that's where that water will come from. That's how we'll know that this is full, hopefully.
Are we gonna eat out or what?
Yeah, we're gonna get some eat.
We're gonna
I think that's good. That's bad. What are we doing again?
Maddie.
Wow. They did the exact same thing they did last time.
Yeah, pull right, but don't go in. We just checked into Algonac State Park. It is electrical only. They do not offer any kind of sanitation, or they do not offer any water. So when we got here, we had the power fill our tanks up, and then yeah, and then what we're gonna do now is Sandy made sure all the lines had water through them to make sure that all the hot water, because the hot water tank had to fill up. There's 6 gallons of hot water, and then she made sure. So we were gonna turn the heater on, but we're gonna wait till she's gonna turn the heater on now. So we're gonna go get a bite to eat. I'm hungry since we didn't bring anything yet. Our refrigerator's full, but nobody wants to cook, so let's go.
We need to go shopping.
Bye.
Dude. Seriously?
We want food. We want food.
What's the difference between last year and this year's?
This year, we have a new camper. And we're older.
And you're older.
And everyone else is the
And we have a new
same.
puppy.
Cousins, grandfathers, whatever.
And we have a new puppy.
And we have a new puppy. So Salvador wasn't with us last year. Sophia was the only dog. So now it'll be Sophia and Sky with us. Yeah. It's just last year.
We are site 359. Baby, do not share donuts.
Okay.
You eat donuts by yourself. I like your little ambiance going on with the orange and the cider donut. And their coffee with cinnamon. It's like an autumn day at the Tea Squad. State Park in Algonac, Michigan. This campsite, or this campground I should say, is right across the street, and I believe that's the St. Clair River. And the freighters go by, so a little later we are going to jump across the street and just hang out for about an hour and see how many freighters that we can record. And it's pretty neat when you see them come by. They're huge. I don't even know how those things float. But we arrived yesterday, we checked in, and as you saw in the video, Sandy actually drove, because of my hand surgery, Sandy actually drove from our residence all the way to Algonac, which was about an hour and 5 minutes or something like that. It wasn't too bad. So that was the first time she's ever pulled a trailer, let alone a first time ever pulled an RV, which is almost 38 feet long. I think the fastest she went was 55 miles an hour, which was perfectly fine with me, because pulling that, when I first started pulling a trailer at 55 miles an hour, that was pretty fast. So, but yeah, so right now I'm just across the street from the St. Clair River. I am waiting for a friend of mine to come in to visit us for about an hour. I'm gonna cook him breakfast, and we haven't seen him in a while, so very excited about that. But other than that, we're just gonna hang. And it ends right there near the river. That's the entrance to Algonac State Park. You would pull in, follow this road down right to that booth. That's the check-in where you would make your reservations, or if you made reservations, you would pull up and just go check in. Just got to check in once. Once you're checked in, they give you a slip. You just put in your car and they give you a thumbs up as you pass by. Pretty simple. We are actually staying in the wagon wheel. There's 2 parts to this campsite. I say campsite. There's 2 parts to this campground. One of them is in the front, and I'll show you as we go by. And the other one is all the way in the back. It takes a little bit more to get back there. But it's like a wagon wheel. It's shaped as a wagon wheel. Meanwhile, the other campground, which is right on the side of this road, just like a regular campground, but what's nice about that is a lot of them have the view of the water. Even if you're deep, you still have the view, and you could hear the freighter come in and everybody runs to the wall to check it out. But being in the wagon wheel all the way in the back, you can't hear anything but people around you. It's pretty cool being there because they have a Halloween thing going on, and really interesting how everybody decorates their RVs and everything. Oh, hey Richie, where'd you come from? Pretty cool. You know, like every campsite, I say campsite, like a lot of RV places, this one has a path. This path actually goes as far as to Port Huron. And if we turn, we'll say hi to Richie real quick. Hi, Richie. And this path actually goes to Algonac, which is 2.5 miles away. So really nice paths. They're safe. They're smooth. You can rollerblade on them or run. Richie actually ran. I don't know why, but he did. No, I might have got it.
We are in Algonac today. Beautiful September weekend. And we are able to come down to the river. This is St. Clair River. And so right across from the river on St. Clair River is Canada. And so now we're just waiting for a freighter. I think we had one up here in Marine City that's coming down. So we're gonna try to catch that for a sight to see.